Morning, everyone. Sorry we're giggling. It's Cindy Squirrel from Squirrel Mills Farms and Aubrey. Today we're going to make bread, and we're going to double the recipe that I'm going to give you. So it's another recipe of you do as I say and not as I do, because I'm going to make 2 loaves of bread because there's just no sense in making just one. But today we are going to use my antique bread maker. You guys all have an electric bread maker. You put all your stuff in and press a button. Well, this is before the button. This is actually, if I can read this, it's called a number 8 universal bread maker. And it was, I think, patented in 04. And it was made in New Britain, USA. And it's quite the neat thing. There's a thing there, and you clamp it to the chair so that holds it steady. And you put this on and you latch it. And then it's not going to go anywhere on you. And the directions, we're going to use these directions. It says, this is the lid. Put in all the liquids first. Then flour. Turn 3 minutes and let it raise in the pail. And then after raising, turn until dough forms a ball. Take off cross piece, lift out dough with the kneader. Well, that sure sounds easy, doesn't it? Except you have to use your own strength to crank it. Okay, just let me get set up here. I'll be right back. Okay, Aubrey's all ready here. The recipe calls for, it says to use the liquids first. So we're going to use 1 cup of water, warm water. And 1/4 cup of the vegetable oil.
Whoa, look at that.
Now I know my yeast is good, so I'm not going to proof my yeast, but we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of instant yeast. Two tablespoons of sugar. 1 1/4 teaspoons of salt. And now the main ingredient, which is 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Good job. Just knock that off there. Okay, Aubrey. Now, I'm not going to get Aubrey to crank this too much because it's really noisy. It's an antique, all right. So she's going to turn it for 3 minutes. Okay, well, Aubrey's arms are very sore. So it says that we're going to cover with this when raising. So we're not going to take it out of this bucket. We're going to put the lid on. Just like that. All nice and covered. This process could take 1 to 2 hours. We're going to see until it's double in bulk. Okay, it's been a couple hours now. Aubrey's going to take the lid off. And the dough has risen. Now she's just going to turn it to deflate it. It just went poof back into what it was before. And we're going to unhook it and we're going to put it on a lightly floured bowl. Okay, Aubrey's just going to knead that for a minute. Push with your heels of your, not your heels on your foot, the heels of your hands, yes. Oh, she's getting the technique down here. And when she's done, we're gonna use our bench knife and cut that in half. Okay, Aubrey's gonna cut that in two because we made a double batch, so we're making 2 loaves. Now she's just gonna form that into a nice tube that has a nice top on it. No, all that will crack, Aubrey. You want a nice smooth top. Yeah, like that. Okay, now Aubrey has lightly oiled the bread pan. Okay, put it in a bread pan.
And just send the corners.
It will do it. It will raise and okay. Now she's gonna go for the other one. See right there will crack because it's not nice and smooth. Here, let Grandma show you. So I'm pinching, 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 and then when I see a very nice smooth top, then I'm done. You see? Okay, and we're going to put that. Now we're going to cover these with, we have oiled saran wrap. This is not my friend. And we're going to let that rise. We're back. So we had let that rise in a warm spot, which was the oven, for 1 hour until it was just 1 inch above the pan. Then we preheated the oven to 350 and we baked it for 30 minutes. And there is our perfect loaf of bread. Good job, Aubrey.